Hola, mis amigos. Welcome to Clockson TV. It is Monday, the 23rd of October, 2023. And tonight we are building bag number four. Four. The cat doesn't do things. Of Assembly Square, set 10255. We're going to build a little bit more of that today. Bag 4 out of 6. So I imagine we're building either this side or this side up. Now we're building this side up. We're only going at one floor, which is fine. We've got a slightly different table layout. As always, give me a second to just fiddle around with the camera. Because it never does what I want it to do. It's always just doing weird things. So what we want to do, we want to configure that. We want to turn off autofocus and auto exposure, and we want to bump the exposure up a little bit. I think that's good. I think that's very good. We're at a slightly different angle today because I can never get the angle right. But let's shuffle this out of the way. I'm sure there's nothing on there that's important, but you never know. Yeah, so. Cool. Let's make a start. You know what we'll do? We'll tweet. Post. There we go. Now I imagine that will lead to a stampede of hundreds, if not thousands, of Twitter views. Twitterati come to visit the stream. Right, so yeah, here we go. Pile of Lego here. More organised pile of Lego here. Actually, you know what? I think we built this on the desk. Yeah, so we can get rid of this. Just have a quick look underneath. I may have slightly. What's going on here? Ah! We're already chucking bits on the floor. That is not good. Is that it? No, don't know what that is. Is I'm wearing socks, which makes it more difficult for my prehensile toes to grip onto stuff. Alright, so we're going to get rid of this. We're going to put this over here on the special Lego holding table, which is definitely not just my waste paper basket. On account of that, it's a convenient place to put it. Cool, let's make a start. Right, let's see. We've got him. He's got a moustache. As you can see, we needed to build him. We've got a dentist somewhere. At least I hope we've got a dentist. I hope I haven't borrowed him for something else. Which would not surprise me. Which would genuinely not surprise me. I found a drawer. Ah, there we go. Mr. Dentist. You can go over there with Mr. Moustache. Start. So we start with one of these. in one of these. It goes on there, like that. No, I'm already wrong. There, comes on there like that, and then we put these on there. So it's been a week since I streamed Lego. Um, what have folks been up to? What have I been up to? Is a good question. What have I been up to? So I did 2 Final Fantasy 14 streams, which may or may not have caught, on Tuesday and Wednesday evenings, which went well. No one came to see them, but we're not going to let that put us off. Thursday I went out to play games. Played a game called Pax Pamir, which is a board game set in late 1800s Afghanistan. Because why wouldn't you have a board game set in late 1800s Afghanistan? And you've got to vie for dominance. And I did some vying, but then the one thing we needed not to happen to let the game continue on happened, and then somebody instantly won that wasn't me. Uh, so that was exciting. On Friday night, we continued our Frosthaven campaign with a very, very, very close fight with some icicles. But it wasn't the icicle brutal. It was their polar bear friends that apparently really, really didn't like us. Anyway, but we managed. We made it through in more or less one piece. And then the weekend was just the weekend. I spent some time working on the website, some time editing, some time watching Taskmaster. The new episode, new series, is pretty good. Yeah, didn't speak to anyone else. But it's okay. Move that there. I'm just gonna fiddle here a little bit. There we go. Excellent. We've got the usual array of bots in chat. It'd be weird if they didn't show up. I really should actually work out what to do. I imagine they're fairly benign. Twitch would have just banned them, maybe? It'd still be nice to know what kind of data they're collecting. And I imagine they're collecting data. Because that's what I'd do if I was going to collect data, which channels, is I'd stick a bot in there. Hope it didn't get banned. Right, we're after 6x1 grey piece. Okay, I found it. You'll be relieved to know I found it. Oh, and we're flipping over. But first we've got to do a sub-assembly. That. But what happened last week is not as exciting as what's happening this week. Same again. We're building Lego tonight. We're playing Final Fantasy 14 tomorrow on Wednesday. But next week is the exciting bit. Because next week is Halloween. And I'm not going to tell this. I am disappointed I wasn't able to get the Hocus Pocus house for this Halloween. But I do have a bunch of hidden side that I can build. Some of it's new in box. And I reckon people are going to be like, my gosh, you're going to open that? You crazy. But I am going to open my 2 new in box hidden sides and build them on stream. Though I am going to need to work out how big they are and roughly how long they're going to take. But the cool thing is I do have some not new in box hidden side that I've built before. Never on stream. Which I can fill in gaps with. So if I can, because I'm fairly sure I've borrowed some parts from one or two. I know this is getting a regular thing. Me saying, I'll build that. Oh wait, I scavenged that. All right, so this is the floor of the dentist, I think, and this is the floor of whatever's above the flower shop. I want to say it's a photography studio, but I could be thinking about someone else, another modular. Whatever it is, it's important to allow the minifigs to be able to move around without falling onto the cake baker. Baker. The cakerer. I think we still need to do a little bit of work on how it sets up here. I think this should be over here, but there's not a lot of room over here. Also, I'm trying my microphone over here. Eventually want to try attaching it to the back of the desk and just pulling it down, but I don't know how well that's going to work. And I've been looking at some panel lights today. I wanted some that I could just put at the side of the desk and just angle over so that, you know, we get a flood of white light onto the desk. and hopefully there'll be enough light and they'll be angled sufficiently that there'll be not too many shadows. But I was also looking at some of them cool LED lights that like come in hexagons and squares, triangles to go on the wall. Because anything that increases the light level's got to be good. So, come the new year, might tinker around with that. Won't be before the new year though, sadly. And it might not be immediately in the new year. February is my most expensive month. Well, it was always my most expensive month ever since I got married in February. But this year we have Bricktastic and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. One of those is going to cost more than the other. And I'm not sure it's the trip to Manchester. Especially as I've already paid for the hotel, so we've got somewhere to sleep at least. Very, very coolly, this week is my last full week at work until December. Well, technically the end of November. I've got a bunch of leave coming up in November. All of it doing very cool things. So anyway, yeah. So next Tuesday won't be a Final Fantasy stream. Next Tuesday will be a Lego stream. Where's that gone? So we'll do Lego stream on Monday, Lego stream on Tuesday. I'd like to think I'd have some all sorts of cool Halloween related shenanigans, but I probably won't. It is a photography studio goes in here. Because I remember this bit is the white backdrop to the photography man's photography bit. Oh, wonder what that is. Should know. Can't remember. I was also giving serious thought to finally getting a green screen so I can do my face on telly. But then I had a conversation with my boss that didn't go as well as I hoped. In fact, it went worse. But never mind. Never mind. It's on there. Like that. So yeah, green screen plans will have to go on hold for a while. Oh, I need that. Where does it go? There, there. Put it there. Lovely. Then we've got a corner piece. Yep. I do like dark tan. Dark tan is a nice colour. There. I knew I'd find it. Then we have what? Two 2x2 plates. So, interestingly, I read an article posted, Celestial Voyager retweeted it the other day, that Twitch either have or are planning to very shortly lift their or change their terms and conditions so that people can simulcast with some conditions, which are conditions I was fulfilling anyway when I was still simulcasting, mostly because I never got round to actually doing any of the chat in two places at once kind of thing. What is this doing? So anyway, according to the thing, I should be fine doing both Twitch and YouTube at the same time. But I have noticed, and this is not surprising, this does not surprise me, but I have noticed, does that go there or no, it must go there. Yeah. That the VODs that I upload are getting a little bit more engagement than the stream yeah, than the stream VODs. Which suggests to me that, people on YouTube engage less with something that they can see as a YouTube stream VOD than they do with videos in general, even if that video is a VOD. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm talking about engagement, but it's purely in terms of views. No one's sitting through actually the entire video. But yeah, well, we'll see what happens. I likely go back to multi-streaming to both. But I'm not going to do that until at the very latest, at the very earliest, after I finished building this. Mostly because I don't want people coming along and saying, oh, that's part one and part two. Where's part three? And then part three is in a completely different part of the channel. So there we go. So that goes in there. Oh yeah, I remember there's some slightly more tedious bits to this, but although there should be quite a few of these light grey cheese wedges. But I'm not seeing them, so I'm wondering if there's another bag of bits for this floor somewhere. I'm fairly sure this bag goes all the way up. And I'm equally sure that this isn't enough bits. But I could be wrong. Oh wait, no, it could be. I still need a light green cheese wedge. That much is certain. Oh yeah, so this weekend I spent a bunch of my time adding a Linktree-esque social media thing to my site. It's not up yet. Um, there's still a couple of bits and pieces I need to do with the new version of the site before I put it up. Um, and initially it'll go up to my beta address while I do some testing on it, and then we'll shift it to the to Clockson.tv. I'm not seeing this bit. But I do want to get it sorted soon. Let's put that there for now. Because if it doesn't show up, I know where we can get another one. But I'm sure it'll show up. It's not under there, is it? No, it's not slid under there. It's not there. No, fine. Alright, we'll just carry on regardless. Um, yeah, so I'm hoping to have that in place by the end of this week. Is that light grey? It's light grey. Put that on there. Right, we've got everything. So we've got that there. We've got two of those in. Couldn't find one of those. We've got another two, 4x1. There it is. Yeah, I think we've done that one. Oh, hi, Mooney and Ray. Welcome in. Sorry, I've been so focused on finding ridiculously small piece of Lego, I not noticed you. How are you doing? How was your stream? I think I saw you were on streaming something. Let me do a shout out. Probably Final Fantasy. How do I do a shout out? Is it shout out SO? Nope. Shout out. Oh, I think this is case sensitive. Mooney and Ray. I'm getting good at this. I can spell words and everything. Anyway, yes, welcome on in. You catch us building this assembly square. We're building the first floor, or if you're not from the UK, the second floor. I mean, this bit's a dentist, and this bit's going to be a photography studio. When we're done, and hopefully we'll have found the missing bit by the time we get there. Anyway, I was blathering on about something. I forgot what I was blathering on about. Oh yeah, so I was trying to get. So I'm hoping to get sort of the website, the bits I've got done by the end of this week. I've had to change it a little bit because I'm doing it as much as a demo thing for work as I am as a personal website. So I've changed technology stack to something a little bit more industrial. And I'm also considering putting things like unit testing in, so, but I'm not doing that yet. Let's get the thing up first. And then we'll worry about unit testing. Is that a 3 that side? This is a Lego stream, not a web development stream, so I'll stop boring you all with talk of internet stuff. Ooh, this might be in the window bag. Let's have a look in the. Where's the window bag? Where's the window bag? It is in the window bag. See, now this is one of the cool things that Lego does occasionally. This is a sink, and they're using the blue, trans blue glass of the window as the water in the bottom of the basin. which I'm going to just come out and say is pretty cool. There it is. And then that goes then there. It's fastened, built into the wall. Make it nice and strong. Sink together strong. I'm not even sure what that was a quote from. It wasn't a quote. That was a quote from Clocks and TV's 23rd of October stream, in which he completely forgot what he was paraphrasing. I think some kind of Planet of the Apes thing. One of the new ones. I can't remember what order they come in. Isn't there? There's Rise, there's Dawn, and there's War. I think it's Dawn, Rise, War, but I've no idea. As much as I dislike numbering sequels, it is usually fairly useful. Oh, this is his camera setup, I think. Oh, we've got the drawer cabinet thing over here. Oh, wait, there's more to it. So this goes down the side for reasons. Then in here, and in the bottom drawer, we got a cheeky little trunction. Just in case the gas doesn't work, I presume. Maybe. If we can find the darn thing. Found it. There we go. So we got a trunction in the bottom drawer to, well, sorry, the anaesthetic in the bottom drawer, the manual anaesthetic. And in the top drawer, if we can find the top drawer, we have what? Oh, some kind of clip, hook, tooth removal thing? Who knows? Looks painful, anyway. There, so that's that bit done. And then we've got a little bit that comes around here to make a little bit more of this reception desk, or possibly just a wall. Who knows? I mean, yes, I should know. I have built this before. Twice. 3 times? Not sure. There it is. Is that everything? I think so. And we get to build some more walls. Where's me parts? There. There. And then there's another one somewhere. Hiding. Hiding from me. Where is it? Excuse me. Down it. Ever so yawny. We've done that bit of the wall, and there's a bit here which has a snot bit on the inside. And then we've got the joinedy up wall bit here, which is made of two different colours. And then we can build across along here, again with the white photographer's background bit. To there. So, yep, I think we've had everything on there. What have we got on here? Ooh, this might be some kind of seating thingamajig arrangement. Ooh, yeah. So Monday the something of November. 13th? 13th of November. We'll be doing a special stream, at least part of a special stream. We'll see how long it goes. But we'll be making sure that all of our bits we're taking to Shildon Brick Show at Locomotion in Shildon are ready to go. But that might not take the entire stream, so I'll probably build something as well. Just for fun. So yeah, that'll be, what will that be? That'll be Demogorgon, the park, and I've done a little vignette of someone at the beach. Although I'm not 100% certain someone at the beach will be on display, but it should be. Because I looked at everyone else's vignettes, and all of theirs are corner vignettes, and mine's not. And I'm not sure how I do a corner vignette with a beach. But importantly, we do know. Hello, Mr. Echo Bricks. Or Ms. Echo Bricks. Hello, Echo Bricks. How are you? Ooh. Ice cream. Homemade ice cream, strawberry and vanilla. Nom nom nom. So I'm going to have to eat this slightly as we go along because it's ice cream and will probably melt. Let me try and do my shout out foo again for Echo Bricks. Because the more you practice, the better you get, apparently. Ah, 2 for 2. Yes, I am very well, thank you very much. I'm very happy to be back to eat some ice cream. Just chilling out, cracking on. It's usual Monday. I should build a better shout out thing, but It's on my list, and it's a very long list of things I want to do. Yeah. Have you been up to much? What have you been? What have you been bricking or building or whatever? What am I doing? Next page. Oh, we took a very little bit like that. Right. Weirdly, I have a habit of eating, saving the best bits until last. And while I love strawberry ice cream, I do find vanilla ice cream very tasty. What have we got? We got a tap, a tap for the sink. That's a bit wobbly, but that'll lock down in a bit. Oh, we've got a phone. Some kind of phone diggity. Ooh, fibre. Fancy. Sorting's always fun. I love sorting. I do have a ton of it to do though. I also love fibre. Yeah, I think I have fibre to the cabinet, which is still pretty speedy. I'm definitely considering fibre to the premises, which ironically would be cheaper. Um, and that would double my speed. Which would mean I could stream in 4K. I'm not sure anyone wants me to stream in 4K. I'm gonna be honest. Particularly not with my face on it, anyway. A little potted plant to go in the corner. And some more ice cream. When I moved in here, I ordered the cable stuff. I presume it goes in there. What's the other thing? And they were like, "Oh, we're going to come on Tuesday to put the cable in the ground." I'm like, "You can't do that." And they're like, "Why not?" And I'm like, "Well, I don't own the house on Tuesday. It's not my lawn. I cannot give you permission to take it up and put it in." And they were like, "Oh, okay." And then we came the day before we closed to just check a few things out. And lo and behold, they dug it up and installed it in the grass. I'm like, that's not great, but no one complained. And if we get this other one installed, they're going to have to dig up again. But this time I do own the house, so I can give them permission to do so. That go. Let's do this. Ah, throwing bits around. Knocking off the telephone. But yeah, I do love fast internet. Uh, I'm being all clumsy. Must be getting late. I asked someone the other week because they live in a fairly rural area, and apparently it's quite reasonably priced house-wise. So I'm like, rural area, rural area seems like my cup of tea. So I asked her what the internet was like, and she gave me such a look, as if it was like, who cares about the internet? And yeah, she's like, oh, it's okay. You can watch Netflix. Well, I kind of need more than Netflix, given that my job is very largely the internet. Oh, where's that bit? But then I moved house in the past for internet. Like where I live now, I used to live like not far, and the internet was just awful. It really was. I tried streaming once, and I thought I was streaming okay. And my mate was saying, "Oh, I could see the mouse move, but I couldn't see what you were doing." I was trying to stream Neverwinter Nights, funnily enough. So yeah, so I just moved house. It was like, well, yeah, we moved to a different flat. It was just like just specifically for better internet, and I regret nothing. But when we were looking for houses to buy, it was like most of what the first thing we did was to check to see what kind of internet we could get. Oh, it's just every part of my life is based on the internet. You know, I do the YouTube videos, that's internet. I work remotely, so that requires internet and fairly beefy internet because everyone's like, oh, let's put our cameras on so we can see each other. Oh, do we have to? Um, Sadly, I can't use the cat at work. Actually, maybe I could. Never tried. Maybe I should try tomorrow. See if anyone actually notices. I could be like that lawyer. You know, I am not a cat. I don't know how to turn it off. There's another 4x1 grey brick somewhere. Yeah, I don't even have a TV license because I stream everything I watch. And I phoned them up and I was like, I don't think I need a TV license. And they were like, well, do you watch live telly? And I'm like, no, my aerial doesn't even work. And they were like, ah, you probably don't need a TV license then. And I was like, that's exactly what I was thinking. And so I don't have a TV license because everything I do is on the internet. And the wife as well. Everything she does is internet based. So The thought of going anywhere and not having access to high speed internet is just weird. I'm not sure they'd believe if I was like, I don't know how to turn it off. Well, I could just pretend I'd forgotten my people mask. That is what I look like in the morning before coffee. Yeah, Disney Plus is my go-to at the moment because I'm rewatching The Simpsons. Although I've got to the part where I'm watching episodes I've not seen before. So I'm rewatching The Simpsons, and that's going quite well. I'm 23 series in. And of course, Bake Off on Channel 4. That's also available online. What am I looking for? A bluish tile or greenish tile? There it is. There it is. But yeah, like you say, YouTube and Twitch is more than enough. And I have Spotify for while I'm at work, so I can just put on some banging tunes. Well, I would if I listened to banging tunes. I don't really listen to banging tunes. According to Spotify, I listen to dad rock. Which I'm not at all bitter about. Dad rock. I'm not that old. And I was listening to Blur. And like, yeah, Blur and MGMT, and it's like, oh, have a listen to some dad rock. Just completely ignoring, obviously, the realization that almost everyone I know my age is a dad. All right, where's this go? Oh, there. It's the seat. The seat. A little bit more of the ice cream. Yeah, my wife makes ice cream. She does a really good job of it. It's just flavours we don't normally get, like melon. Well, I've not seen melon in the supermarket. Yeah, apologies for the scraping, but there was some definitely ice cream looking residue on there. What are we doing now? Oh, we're making a little table thing for the dentist chair. And then a vertical. Um, yes. Yes. Has there been any announcements about it yet? I've not been on the websites for a couple of days. But if it is what everyone reckons it is, which is what, a museum on a plate and a half, then I'm very excited about that. Well, come on then, go to previous. Okay. Yeah, no, I am. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I'm not 100% certain I'll be getting it day one. I want to get it day one. Um, but I could probably do with not getting it day one for budget reasons. It being December when I'd have to lay out for it, and December being Christmas month. But yeah, I can't wait to build it, display it for a couple of months, and then take it down because I've got no space for it. John Lewis has the. I mean, John Lewis videos are good. Don't get me wrong, but they don't have Lego in them. I mean, they can go as artsy fartsy as with penguins as they like, and dogs and mongooses, whatever's going to be in this year's. But it's not Lego. Although they do sell Lego, so maybe we can let them off a little bit, but not too much. But I think this will be my. So I've not been Legoing for long, so I think this will be my second, third, third modular to get excited about. There's Boutique Hotel and the Jazz Club. Yeah, they do good deals, but they always do them at the exact time when I don't have enough cash to take advantage. It's like I have to get my car MOT'd next month because the government says so. just because they don't want me driving around in a dangerous car killing people. It's it's just not right. And then there's Christmas, which, given that I've bought most of the presents I need to buy anyway, and we don't generally do like the whole big food party stuff, it's still a ridiculously expensive time of year. Oh, your MOT, yeah, it used to be in the spring, and then when they were like the government were like, oh yeah, no, have an extra 6 months because COVID, and it was like so now it's in the winter and it's like, oh, I could do without it being the month before Christmas. Spring was fine. I never did anything in the spring. Ooh, sub assembly or small assembly or whatever it is. Also, I think my turbocharger is um, broken. Well, it's not broken. It's very enthusiastic. Yeah, it'd be great if I could. If I could just be like, you know what? Can I just not? Just can I bring it in 6 months early? You used to be able to do that with tax. I think you still can, but you used to be able to you used to be able to get 6 months tax, so you could spread that a little easier. The looking in your gob light. Ooh, more door. Well, more door. More door. So we need a door knob for that. Knob. Sorry. You wouldn't think I was 45, would you? So, there we go. Goes there. We have a clock. But yeah, I was thinking I might wait for the modular until the GWP for it comes out. Because last year, oh yeah, 35 quid, yeah. No, I mean, mine's free, but also my car's old, so. But yeah, so last year they were out. Like the GWT was out at the same time as Bricktastic, so I picked it up while I was in Manchester, and ended up buying all sorts of ridiculous things to get it. So I figure if I wait this year, this time, and pick them both up, of course I'll get there and they won't have either of them in stock. And I'll be like, ah, I waited for nothing. Yeah, so I think my turbo. I put the heating on the other day and got cold air, and I'm like, oh. And also, My air conditioning's broken. Um, if I turn full lock left or right, yeah, Trafford Centre. I got an email about that earlier. But if I turn full lock, so there's a scraping sound, which is a concern. I might need a new car. Yeah, in the Trafford Centre. Um, the Trafford Centre's quite far out of Manchester, isn't it? It's not. It's not in the centre. So hopefully they don't close the one in the Arndale Centre for it. Um, yeah, they were like, oh, it's open from this time to this time on this. I can't remember the dates. Um, for you to come and have a look. And I'm like, oh, I am off work that day. I could drive down. Are still alive. So yeah, I'm gonna get it booked in. Thought I was gonna get it booked in. I might phone them all and see if I can get it booked in like late this week or early next week. Because I've got a long drive end of next week, and I might not be the one driving. Someone else might be driving their car. Might be traveling down with someone else. But we haven't decided yet. But if I am the one doing the driving, I want some heating. It's one of those situations where we could just go in my friend's car. Um, I'm perfectly happy with that. But he's I like to stop a couple of times on a long drive, and he's perfectly comfortable going the entire time without stopping. And I figure if I'm driving, I get to say when we stop. Um, yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well. I've got the hotel booked. I'm all signed up and everything. I'm not exhibiting. I'm just helping out. Um, like I did last year. So I'll walk around with me hoodie pouch full of goodies and just hand them out to exasperated exhibitors. But yeah, it'd be cool to go to the. It'd be cool to at least go and have a look at the new one. Maybe grab something from its pick a brick wall. I assume it'll have one. Are you exhibiting, or are you just going as a civilian? How do you mean? Does it? Yeah, well, so it costs extra to register if you just want to go as an AFOL as and just loiter. But if you're registering or volunteering, then it doesn't cost extra to register. Is my understanding. At least I hope that's my understanding. I haven't paid. I think it's like 50 quid for the 2 days if you just want to go and loiter. But yeah, you'll know all this, obviously. Oh, to go in as a non-civilian. Um, yeah, there was a registration form. Let me let me just go on Facebook a second because there was a thing about it the other day. Yeah, there's a form, but I've only seen how to get to it from the from the Facebook group, which is private. Oh, you got the link. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, no. So yeah, you just go on. You sign up. It closes at the end of October. You've got a choice of exhibiting, attending, or volunteering. If you attend, it's 50 quid for the 2 days, but you don't have to do anything. Just wander around, be near Lego. Um, if you're volunteering, you don't have to pay, but you have to help out. Obviously, if you're exhibiting, it's you don't have to pay, but you've got to exhibit. Um, but yeah, the big thing this year is you need to book your own hotel. They booked it for you last time. Shit. But yeah. Where did that go? Just in there? Should that be on top of something? Have I missed a step? Oh, but yeah, last year I volunteered. That was the second brick show I'd ever volunteered to. Bear in mind, I've never been to a brick show as a civilian. Um, I've never been to a brick show just without it being like without being a volunteer there. I had such a fun time. I was on exhibitor support, which basically meant I wandered around for 2 days, looking at all the cool Lego, just chatting to everyone who was exhibiting, um, fetching coffees or whatever. And it was an incredible 2 days. I'm very glad I did it, which is why I immediately signed up to go again this year. Um, I'm hoping to exhibit in 2025. No idea what. Actually, I'm hoping to start exhibiting in a Discovery show in Newcastle next year, which is in April. But again, no idea what I'm going to exhibit. The dentist window. This was one of my first big builds without stickers. The one I'd done previous to this was Stranger Things, which has stickers. Um, and it was so nice not having to put the stickers on. It was just like, oh, I wish these could all be like this. Sadly, though, oh yeah, I've had a few ideas, but I have kind of Top Gear kind of ideas. They're sort of like ambitious and undoable, and when I attempt them, they turn out a bit naff. Um, so I need to just dial back some of those ideas because I'm not going to put together a 50 foot by 50 foot Lego city in 6 months. Mostly because I don't have 50 foot by 50 foot of anywhere to put it. But I do have one idea that I think I've got mostly formed in my head, and I think will work. And it's because we did a photography competition within my Lego group. The theme was out of minifigs out of their depth, and so utilizing my haul from special lug event that not supposed to mention. I built this large grey wall and then just had this little dude in the corner, just trying to paint it. And what I thought was I'd do expand on that a little bit, like redo it, because I've broken it down because it was just too big. It's just taking up space that I needed for something else. But I thought what I'd do is I'd do that again, but instead of a large grey wall, I have like a mural on it, and then you've just got this dude just painting over the mural. Um, so I thought that would be quite cool. And a friend of mine's just given me a couple of good ideas as to what the minifigs can be doing, because he's proper good at working out cool little stories for the minifigs to be doing in a scene. So probably get him involved. I'm unlikely to be able to get him to come and stand on it while I volunteer, but you never know. Because that's the only downside I think of exhibiting is that, sorry, itchy ear, which I realise is a cat thing, but um, So yeah, that's the only downside to exhibiting is you don't get to volunteer, and I have had a lot of fun volunteering. Is that a microwave or just a cupboard? I think it's just a cupboard, but it might be in here because it's got a transparent plastic front. There we go. Um, so what have we got in here? We've got a goldy looking pot. Goldie pots. Sorry. And a transparent looking pot. Go in there. Oops. Close the door, put it on there. Everything is awesome. Got these on here. Fasten all this together. Should be another one. Found it. Oh, my wife asked me if I wanted Lego for my birthday earlier. I said yes, of course, because I'm not stupid. But I also put on some, which she's like, oh, send me a wish list. And then she could choose what she wants to get me. If anything, she's not required to choose anything off the wish list. So I'll put some stuff that might be useful with streaming on there as well, in case she wanted to get me something that was not Lego, because she's not a big Lego fan. Which is fair. Not everyone is. I mean, I don't understand it, but you know, to each their own. I refrained from putting the more expensive sets on because I didn't want it to. I didn't want it to look like I would just be like, "Ah, just buy me these really expensive Lego sets." Um, so I think the most expensive one I put on was like 130 quid, and that was Himeji Castle, which I would very very much like to get at some point. In fact, I might. I might put one big set on. But I don't know which one it would be. It'd either be Lion Knight's Castle or the Looping Coaster. Both of which I really want, but and been out for a while, but neither of which I've really had the poke to be able to get. Yeah, yeah. You do never know. Um, but also we've been married quite a while, so I kind of do know. I did say I'd put some more things on. But yeah, the Lion Knight's Castle, which has been out a while, and I was a bit worried because Space Thingy, um, Galaxy Explorer retires this year, and I was a bit worried that if Galaxy Explorer was retiring this year, then the Lion Knight's Castle might as well. Luckily, it doesn't. But it does mean I'm kind of um, is incentivized the word? I'm going to put this over. This isn't norm 1-1. No, it's not. Of course, it's not 1-1. Um, oh, that goes here. That's cool. So I think I'm more incentivized to get it sooner rather than later because I really don't want to miss out on it. And I do technically have two roller coasters, one space themed and one pirate themed. So I really quite like the 3-in-1. Well, I like the 3-in-1 sets in general. Anyway, I really do like the 3-in-1. Like, what are they called? Fairground, theme park kind of things. I think they're pretty cool. But yeah, so I was because the park collab thing I've been working on is based in medieval time. Well, it's not based in medieval. It's like those things you get at you go to like local country fairs or like whatever in the summer, and they're putting on a show, and there's like sometimes it's like pig wrestling or whatever. Um, but sometimes it's like sword fighters and hawk botherers and things like that. So I thought I'd do something like that in the park. I thought that'd be quite cool. And I was originally going to put some horses on, and the best source of horses I could find was Lion Knight's Castle. But then I went on Pick a Brick on the Lego website. It turns out you can get them on there. Also turns out that like they're more or less £10 each if you get the horse and the barding. And I was suddenly very much less inclined um, to get them for my park collab because sticky fingered kids. Yeah, I think I've seen that one. I really genuinely would absolutely love to. Um, but I don't know yet. I need to have a good long think about my career because I'm in discussions at the moment about getting a pay rise. Um, and it's very difficult to say how well it's going. I'm kind of hoping it's going well enough that I'll be able to be like, yeah, getting that, I'll buy some cool things. What are we building here? Oh, a camera. So yeah, it's very much watch this space. It's like yeah, like I say, with the with stupid MOT and stupid Christmas. It could be a while before I'm getting anything with the GWP. Ooh, there is December April Day as well. Oh, my days. Anyway, it'll all come out in the wash. It'll all be good. Just have to do some good deeds for folks so I get some karma. Anyone need a good deed? I like how this attaches in here as well because it just goes between these sort of like clips, and that kind of holds it in place. Oh, where are we? Okay, so we're getting close to the end of this bag. Um, do have these walls to build. So what are we going? 5 up. Oh, sand green is such a lovely colour. If ever I'm in a Lego store with sand green stuff in the pick a brick wall, I just come away with cups of sand green parts. What are 6? 6? No, we've got to build 6 of them, but they are 5 high. 6. There's also a couple of fan weekends I want to go to. Well, there's more than a couple. There's one in Dublin. There's one in Portugal. Um, there's one in Denmark. I'm hoping to get to at least one of them next year. Probably Portugal, because I'm not very keen on hot countries, so I'd like to go to Portugal before global warming makes it like super hot. There we go. All the sand greened. Ooh, got some nice, interesting little window boxes. We need some more windows. We need 2 of those, 2 of those. Oh, then another 2x1. And some pretty flowers. Although that's not a flower, that's just a yellow stud thing. Ah! Escaping windows. And that goes in there like that. And then there we go. Oh wait, there's more. This is where I may have shooteth myself in the foot. Well, I think we're fine because I think it's a couple of weeks ago I couldn't find one of these tall grey blocks, 1x1 bricks. So I went digging around. Luckily, I found one in here, and then I found the one I couldn't find later. It was in the bag. It was there with everything else. Um, Turned out so that's with the white window. Can you call it a window if you can't see through it? And six with an actual. So yeah, so when I found it later, I just put it back in the box with all the bands. Luckily, I remembered. Um, all right, so they're all just. All right, yeah, that's right. And there's a bunch at the back here. I do like stained glass. Ooh, what was it? One of the. What's it? It was either the boutique hotel or the jazz club. I think it was the boutique hotel. It came with some stained glass that was done really cool. Could be wrong. Such a long time since I built it. Ah, such a noob. Such an enfol noobish fan of Lego. These go on here. Hmm. What step did I miss? I don't think I missed eight. I think that just needs another 1x4 black on there. There we go. Looks proper now. Even find the right page. And then I love how with Lego you can have what seems to be the most spurious connections, and they're just rock solid because of the way Lego works. I have a bit left out. I shouldn't have a bit left over. Why have I got a bit left over? It's not off the camera. Camera's built fine. Ah, I've got 2 bits left over. This one was hiding. Some kind of shenanigan over here. There we go. Cool. Right. That is the dentist office. And oh, let's get this back. The photographer studio. Our assembly square, which doesn't like being moved around much. So this lot goes on here, like that, in the standard modular 3 and a bit studs way. Oh, there we get it. Fine. Yeah, that's there. Standout features are these. Take forever to do. These take even longer. The dentist chair. I like the feature of the little function in the bottom of the cupboard for anesthetic reasons. Yeah. One bag. This was bag 4, so we've got 2 more bags to do. So that's 2 more Mondays. I'm presuming one of those bags is the upper floor here in the roof, and the other bag is that entire 2 floors in the roof, and the thing that goes there, fountain. Yes. So, so there we go. Right. Well, we're a bit early. So, should we do emergency spare? I'm going to take that off. It's going to be easier to move this with that off. I've got emergency spare set we can do. Which should hopefully fill the 10-ish minutes we've got left of the stream. Maybe make it a little bit longer. If I can remember what I did with it. What did I do with the emergency spare build? Definitely. Oh, there it is. To move back slightly. Oh, what have I just run over? Oh, it's fine. So here we go. Emergency spare build. 42148 Snow Groomer Technic. Tiny, tiny snow groomer. I do have a bigger snow groomer, which technically isn't Technic, it's City. It also makes whatever that is, some kind of snow bike, snow mobile. Looks nothing like a mobile. It's like a bike. A Technic hype. Yes. Yes. Quite rare you'll see me do Technic. Me and Technic have a history. I love Technic. Hang on, let me scan me QR code and get me 3 points. There's a good reason for that. It's fiddly as anything, I find. I mean, I love it when it's finished. Absolutely love it when it's finished. I think I did. I think the first Technic I did on stream was a Mustang. I think the green Mustang. Might not even be a Mustang. It was green. So what have we got? We got instructions, obviously, and 4 bags. One entirely filled with chain parts that I'm imagining are going to be the tracks. Bits. Some linky bar bits. The other thing I have with I don't know what any of it's called. And some connecty bits. Yeah, I like that. The interesting thing about I find about Technic is it looks nothing like what you're building until you've built it. It's like you go through and it just looks like Technic Lego until you've put like the last layer of paneling on, and then it looks great. But up until then, it's like it looks a bit mechanical. Let's have. We should probably start an online swear jar. Yeah. We've got nope. I'm already trying to do it wrong. Tell you what, if I make affiliate at some point, I'll build the Technic Defender on stream. Possibly on several streams. Can't remember how long it took to build, but it was a while. I actually took my time with it. I did it over like 3 or 4, probably 5 or 6 sessions. Because I was conscious that my wife was because like Assembly Square, for example, I got, and then I had it built within a day. Actually, it might have been 2 days, but I was sat for like 8, 9 solid hours building on both days. I did the same with a couple of other sets, and the wife is like, why did you build them all in one go? Don't you want to just like enjoy them? I was like, yeah, I probably should. So I've started slowing down the builds I do, and that was my first attempt at slowing down the build I did, and that was fun to build. But before then, the first big Technic set I built wasn't mine. It was my brother's. Borrowed it. It was red crane thing, and I got about 2/3 of the way in, and I realised one of the connections into the wheel hadn't quite gone in properly. It was like just hanging off to the side, and I tried to put it in, and it's like I had to go back about half of everything I'd built to be able to get it in. And if that was normal Lego, it'd just be a case of like I could just pull that off, put it in, and then just put it back on and make it right. But because it's Technic and because it's like you can't bend bits of it, it was like I just had to go so far back. But yeah, I'm only complaining for the sake of complaining. I actually, I enjoy Technic. I just have to allow a little bit longer to do it when I'm doing streams because I find it takes a little bit longer to put together because sometimes it's a bit fiddly. Tell you what I do want to have a go at though. Speaking of Technic, I wouldn't mind trying a Great Ball contraption. Contraption. I've no idea what I'll do. I should probably just get some instructions off the internet and try one. But yeah, I think I'd like to have a go at a GBC module. I think that would be cool to do. It's on my Brickit list. The thing I liked about the Defender was it's just like the wheels are so massive. It's like these are nearly the size of real wheels. That goes in there. Ooh, turny. And a cog. What kind of. There it is, hiding among all the other black things. There. Yeah, a lot of sub assemblies as well. Oh, you get a lot of sub assemblies anyway in normal Lego. But I'm going to stop complaining because it's a pleasure to build Lego, whatever kind of Lego it is. They had a category on this season's Taskmaster prize category. It was, what was it? Something for kids that adults enjoy more, or something like that. And I'm like, whoa, it's Lego, isn't it? But I feel that might be the boring prize. I think I might get the 1 point for being a little bit obvious. No. See, this is the point where the swear jar comes in. Oh, that wasn't too painful. What are we doing at the top? These with the axle thingy on the side. That might be right. Where's this go? In there. That looks okay. Oh no, I'm on grey sleeve, not a blue one. It took me ages to realise that these are one of these, but only one long. It wasn't like a special sleeve part. It was effectively a 1x1 Technic bar. It took far longer to me to realise that than it should have done. Ooh. Oh, I think this will be one of the tracks. We. Think what I'd really like. What I really, really want. No, not what I really, really want. Let's not get sued. What I'd really like is a big telly for this, like at the side here or something. And I'd like a foot pedal to move it on page by page. So just quick tap on the foot pedal and it moves on. And I don't need to do anything with my hands apart from build the Lego. Ooh, we've got half a tank. I think that would be cool. But also, it would feel so very, very frivolous. like, so very, very, like, just doing that for the sake of doing it. Unnecessary, I suppose, is the word. Well, there's still a part of me that's hoping at some point I could swing Lego to just give me more Lego. Be like, oh, go on, give it me for free. I've got 4 viewers. Got over 50 followers on Twitch. Please, can I have free Lego? I suspect I know what the answer would be, though. I understand what's going on, but we'll trust it. Yep, trust the system. They have never let me down before. Well, apart from those couple of times. I've just turned over. I just haven't put that in. It's like, what am I doing? Yeah, I keep reading some of these stories of people saying, "Oh, yeah, that's I'm always getting rubbish from Lego. You know, I'm always on the phone to customer service. They're always sending me the wrong thing or the broken parts or whatever." And I'm like, I've never had that experience. With only two exceptions, everything I've had from Lego has been absolutely perfect. And one exception being the Hokusai's Wave, the Great Wave of Kanagawa, had a white tile, like 6x6 white tile, that looked like it had been run over by a forklift truck. And as someone who used to regularly run things over with a forklift truck, I can tell you I know what that looks like. No people, though, thankfully. I've never managed to run anyone over with a forklift truck. And and you'd think, my former company would have been very grateful for me not running people over, but no. They treated it like that was my job. You want a bonus? No, because you're meant to not run people over. What was the other one? Oh yeah, the Space Coaster actually was quite recent. The Space Coaster had um, the light brick in it stopped working very very quickly. So I went on and I was like, "Can I have a light brick, please?" And they were like, "Sure." And it turned up a few days later, and it's like they would. You don't even have to talk to anyone either. You just go on and fill out the form, and it sends you the Lego. I'm tempted for like Lion Knight's Castle to go on and be like, "Yeah, I bought this, but it's missing bags 1 to 99 or whatever it's got in it." I don't know what happened. I opened it up, and all that was in there was a piece of paper. Which I realise now I shouldn't say on stream. There we go. I mean, it's looking great so far. Of course, we haven't got to this bit yet. Right. I'm at. Okay. All right. So we got what goes in there. And that goes. Oh, that has to go out to the side apparently. For temporary, probably. Oh, this gets something on it now. After sitting there the entire build doing nout, it now gets, and then it goes under there like that, and then it can. Ooh, that's quite stiff. For now, for now. I don't understand. Oh, does that mean just it must be straight? Keep it straight. I don't know. Ah, next we've got the bit. The bit that what does the thing. I've got the theme tune to Game of Thrones stuck in my head. And it's because The Simpsons did a couch gag parody of it on one of the episodes I watched the other day. Blinking Simpsons. It goes on there. That bit's for ploughing. Now it looks like we've got another bit at the back for smoothing. You know, I have never been skiing. And the other thing about never having been skiing is I'm fine with that. Skiing seems all. Right, now the boring bit. See, they've left it till the end. Count these out first so we don't go weird. 4, 6, 8, 10, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 20. So we'll just assume there's 28 now. remembered I have the advent calendar, the Star Wars advent calendar. I was going to do something with content wise. I need to give that some thought because I probably need to start doing it soon. I was thinking of doing shorts for it. '24 to be exact. All right, there we go. That's one. Yeah, I had the city one from a couple of years ago. I didn't get one last year. Got the one from the year before, and it just kind of felt not great value. Um, which I know it's for children. I absolutely understand it's for children. It's not aimed at me. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28. Have I got two spare? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28. Yeah, seem to have two spare. Yeah, I've never been a big fan of the Winter Village, but that's just me. I'm not saying it's rubbish. I've just never been a big fan of it. Um, but would a Winter Village not just be more or less a city one? Because I remember the city one I got had a lot of stuff you might put in a Winter Village, like people playing hockey. It's like something that looked like a chimney but was actually a massive skyscraper, apparently. What it does surprise me, although as I'm saying this, I realise I don't actually know that there definitely isn't one, is that they don't do a Minecraft one. Because a Minecraft one would be very cool. But yeah, I know a chunk of people who do go for all the Winter Village stuff, and they set it up at Christmas and what have you. And it seems like a fine tradition. I think it would be a finer tradition if I had children to enjoy it with. Because the neighbours aren't massively keen on me borrowing their children for purposes of Lego. But Linda, please. I mean, not gonna lie. Some of the people I grew up with a hospital and a police car was absolutely a big part of their Christmas. All right, so we've got this tread to put on. There we go. Snowplow. Ooh, we could plow up all the space. Someone asked the other day, "Do as adults do we just build Lego or do we play with it?" I'm like, you know what? Beep, beep, beep. No. Okay, there we go. That is set number. What is it? 42148. Snow Groomer. A Technic set that I didn't complain too much about while building. Yes, anyway, before I spend too long playing with it. Right, that is it. That has taken us nicely beyond time. So let's do mouse things over here and see who is on. Cool. I think because we're doing a Lego day, I think we shall raid Mr. Spaceport. Although it's likely he's finishing soon. He normally. Well, last time I raided him, he finished. Yeah, so we're going to go and raid over to Mr. RC Spaceport, who will it's hopefully built. Actually, you know what? Let's go and see what he is actually doing before. Oh, he's having an advert. Brilliant. He's building something Star Warsy, which does not surprise me in the least. Anyway, yeah, I can't hear him because I've got the tab on mute. But yeah, so I'm gonna raid out over there. Shipwreck. I don't know shipwreck bricks. Ship wreck bricks. Um. Ooh, he's doing stuff with lighting. You know what? I think we will because I like his hair. His hair is epic, as is his beard. So okay, yeah, we'll give shipwreck bricks a thing. Yeah, a grade. That's it. Okay, yeah. So all that's sort of left for me to say is thank you very much for turning up and chatting. Then and yeah, back tomorrow with Final Fantasy 14 streams. Oh, podcast. To send me whisper me details or something. I'll have a listen. Yeah, so tomorrow back at 14. I appreciate that's not everyone's taste, but tomorrow and Wednesday will be on 14. Back when next Monday we'll be back with part 4 of this stupid modular building build. It's not stupid. It's great. It's fun. Next Tuesday we'll do a Halloween build, and then next Wednesday we'll do some 14 as well. So that's exciting week to come. I got to try and work out how to do raids again. Raid. Was it ship? Wreck bricks. So yeah, going in, say hello, and I will see you over there. And thank you very much again for popping in right now.